So I recently started using the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera and shooting all of my projects in 6K, meaning my storage needs were going through the roof. And at the same time, I actually upgraded my PC to a smaller build that only has 2 hard drive bays in it. Therein lay my problem of a butt ton of data and nowhere to store it. Sure, most people would go for a RAID array or a NAS at this point, which is a great idea, but I don't actually need any of the best features of a NAS like remote access or media streaming, so a DAS, direct attached storage, would actually suit me better. But I also had a bunch of old hard drives of varying sizes that I don't really want to just junk, and I don't want to outlay thousands of dollars to fill a RAID with hard drives. Enter the JBOD enclosure market. Basically, JBOD is just a bunch of disks, and it connects via USB straight into your PC. You can consider them dumb because they're basically plug and play. You put in a drive and it pops up in your computer. This particular enclosure is a RAID Sonic ICYBOX, and it's fine. It does exactly as it should. The biggest conveniences for me are it turns on and off with the PC using sync mode, connects via USB 3.0, and is hot swappable. Kinda. Because it will disconnect and then reconnect with the new drive showing. It has 8 drive bays, which is great for upgradability, as I can just buy a new drive whenever I need more storage. And I can choose whatever the best dollar per terabyte is at the time, which at the moment is 8 terabytes. The only downsides I think it has are that the bays inside don't have any padding to stop the drives rattling, and maybe its aesthetics are a little bit unless you're into the metal mini fridge look. Personally, I prefer the look of this one, but I couldn't find any reviews on it and I wasn't really going to risk it. Part of the reason I actually made this channel. The ICYBOX, on the other hand, by RAID Sonic here in Australia is actually identical to the Mediasonic enclosure that I could find some Amazon reviews on. People don't hate it. On the front, we have a bunch of lights letting you know if it's powered, whether you're connected to your PC using eSATA or USB 3.0, what mode the fans are on. You can click the fan button to change that, but I just leave it on auto and it seems fine. And if it'll turn on and off with your PC, which is changed via the sync button, as well as a bunch of activity lights for each drive. It does have a key and can be locked, but that's not going to stop anyone. It more acts like a handle for opening the push-to-click door, which it isn't very good at. Inside, there's these secondary hinges that are more just there to keep the drives snug. Just open them with these thumb screws, and then each drive has to have these handles screwed onto them. Not my favorite thing ever, but I'm pretty unbothered by it since it's just a one-time thing per drive. If just hard drives aren't fast enough for you, it is possible to mount SSDs inside it, and they'll function identically, but they'll be finicky to get in and out, and the price per terabyte is much higher. You can also use Windows Storage Spaces, which is basically a software RAID, where you can super easily combine your drives to get extra speed using the RAID of your choice. TechQuickie actually has a really good video explaining RAID, so go watch that instead of me. However, either option you end up with might end up speed limiting you because of the USB 3.0 connection, unless you get a better model with either Thunderbolt or USB 3.2, in which case you'd be fine for a much higher speed. This one is only USB 3.0, so I'm limited to about 100% of 3 drives simultaneously, assuming my math is correct, before I'm capped. But for now, it's more than fine. I usually turn the proxy resolution down to half or a quarter while editing anyway, so it's pretty much fine for smooth playback. I definitely recommend considering a JBOD enclosure if you need some extra storage and either don't have the drive bays, the SATA connections, or you just don't want to shell out for a RAID array. So hey, maybe consider getting a JBOD enclosure if you think it'll suit your needs. And maybe consider liking this video if it met your needs. Anyway, thanks. See ya.